North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong Un, has warned that U.S. military operations near the Korean Peninsula are pushing the region toward nuclear conflict, and he's been arming accordingly. Earlier this year, Pyongyang unveiled its most lethal warship yet, a 5,000-ton Choe Hyon-class destroyer, packed with vertical launch systems that some analysts fear could eventually be capable of delivering some of the most destructive missile strikes against American targets. However, warfare is not Kim's only obsession. The dictator is equally consumed by luxury, crisscrossing the country aboard Ukrainian jets, traveling in million-dollar Mercedes limousines, and dining on imported delicacies in armored trains. Yet satellite images have revealed one item in his collection that presents the cruelest contrast to his starving nation's suffering. Thanks to satellite imagery, experts have gained more insight into Kim Jong-un's exclusive 260-foot-long floating palace. The vessel is believed to be the centerpiece of a fleet of elite yachts, each tailored for comfort rather than command-and-control warfare. According to intelligence sources, this opulent flotilla was largely inherited from Kim's father, Kim Jong-il, who, well before international sanctions made such acquisitions difficult, procured an extensive collection of ultra-luxury goods in the 1990s. One of the few Westerners to catch a glimpse of these floating castles in person was Italian chef Ermanno Furlanis, who was invited to North Korea in 1997 to prepare pizza for Kim Jong-il. From a distance, the chef spotted what may well be Kim Jong-un's current super yacht, describing it as, quote, a semi-mobile floating amusement park, which was able to anchor in different places every day. On the other side of the pool, there was a 2-story building with an observation deck on the roof. I doubt if even Federico Fellini could have concocted something of this magnitude. Although the super yacht is not classified as a direct military threat, defense analysts and intelligence agencies closely monitor its movements, as it's evolved over time into a strong indicator of Kim Jong-un's current location. In late June of last year, the notorious waterslide yacht resurfaced in satellite imagery just off the coast of Wonsan province, drawing immediate attention from regional observers. Bruce Sung-Huk Chung of the Korean Institute for Security and Strategy noted, quote, it's presumed that General Secretary Kim may have visited a private villa in Wonsan to spend the summer with his wife, Ri Sol-ju, and daughter, Kim Ju-ai. That appearance followed a now familiar pattern. Over the years, sightings of the yacht, often accompanied by support vessels, have clustered around specific locations, particularly a secluded coastal estate near the Korean Peninsula. This region, with its isolated beaches and restricted access, appears to have become Kim's personal resort. Some sources have gone so far as to suggest the existence of a fixed annual ritual, a mysterious and unacknowledged date around which Kim Jong-un consistently deploys one of his luxury sea fortresses to the region. Though Kim is said to have deep personal ties to the area, dating back to his youth, the region has undergone a radical transformation over the past decade. Satellite timelines reveal years of heavy construction and architectural refinement, culminating in what appears to be a fortified compound engineered for exclusivity and control. At the center of this complex lies an oceanfront mansion, strategically positioned on a narrow stretch of land to provide panoramic sea views from both directions, both a tactical advantage and a status symbol. Adjacent to it stands a larger central facility, possibly designed for social functions or classified briefings, flanked by a cluster of smaller luxury residences, likely intended to accommodate North Korea's most trusted elites or foreign guests. Whether it be personal retreats, high-level strategy sessions, or elite gatherings, whenever observers identify the presence of Kim Jong-un's super yachts on the docks of this luxurious complex, it's assumed that something important is happening among North Korea's elite. After North Korea sealed its borders and clamped down on even the most essential imports in 2020, everyday life became even more difficult for ordinary citizens, with access to food and water becoming almost a luxury. Hannah Song, director of the Database Center for North Korean Human Rights, warned in a BBC report, quote, for the past 10 to 15 years, we've rarely heard of cases of starvation. This takes us back to the most difficult time in North Korean history. Yet, as the humanitarian situation deteriorated in the nation, satellite imagery revealed that around the same time, Kim's luxury fleet remained active, was being maintained, and even appeared to be undergoing upgrades. Planet Labs captured still images of Kim's superslide boat just off the coast of Wonsan. The pool's flooring on Kim's super yacht had been stripped and seemed to be in the process of being completely replaced, while a towering multi-story structure, possibly a surveillance hub or private guest deck, standing on the opposite end of the slide, had been demolished, likely to make way for an even more sophisticated installation. Intelligence analysts noted that such renovations are not uncommon, and they've historically preceded Kim's seasonal deployments to his private coastal estates, suggesting that even when his people are reportedly losing their lives at home due to famine, the North Korean regime still prioritizes, above all else, their supreme leader's comfort and extravagant assets. Despite international pressure and escalating sanctions, Kim Jong Un continues to expand his fleet of luxury vehicles. As Choe Han-bum, a senior researcher at the Korea Institute for National Unification, put it, quote, "They import as many luxury goods as they want, using various agents or aliases." Those goods include not just super yachts, outfitted with water slides and Olympic pools, but also an array of military-grade, high-performance transport vehicles. In 2024, after Kim visited the Vostochny Cosmodrome in Russia, President Vladimir Putin gifted him an Urus Senate, a Russian-manufactured armored limousine boasting a 590 horsepower V8 engine and a base value of $300,000. But perhaps no vehicle in Kim's collection is more iconic than his armored train. Inherited from his father, the dark green convoy crawls across the country and international borders at a speed of barely 37 miles per hour. Despite its slow pace, this is likely one of the most luxurious locomotives in existence. In 2001, Russian commander Konstantin Pulikovsky, who traveled aboard the train with Kim Jong-il, revealed, quote, "It was possible to order any dish of Russian, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and French cuisine." Other reports detail how the train reportedly features around 90 carriages, with entire sections dedicated to conference rooms, audience chambers, bedrooms, and satellite-enabled command centers. According to a South Korean newspaper cited by the BBC, the train is so extravagant that even Putin's own presidential train pales in comparison. For air travel, Kim uses a Soviet-era Ilyushin IL-62, a long-range, narrow-body jetliner capable of carrying nearly 200 passengers. Although outdated by modern standards, it's been retrofitted with diverse rooms for Kim Jong-un's personal use. The dictator also reportedly owns a Ukrainian-built Antonov AN-148, a twin-engine regional jet that seats approximately 75 passengers and cruises at speeds exceeding 530 miles per hour, serving as a faster, more discreet option than his armored train. Although the exact cost of this collection is unclear, estimates peg Kim Jong-un's personal fortune at around $5 billion, a number some experts believe is just a conservative estimate. Despite concerns over the regime's unchecked pursuit of luxury at a time when the basic needs of everyday people aren't being met, it's not Kim Jong-un's super yacht or armored train that keeps military planners up at night. It's the disturbingly rapid expansion of North Korea's next-generation naval arsenal, now rolling out of its factories at an increasingly alarming pace. Earlier in 2025, North Korea unveiled its most formidable warship to date, a 5,000-ton giant from the new Choe Hyon-class, reportedly capable of conducting a wide array of high-destruction attacks while at sea. Although the destroyer reportedly snapped in two during a botched side launch attempt earlier this year, defense analysts remain concerned. Several of Kim's newest vessels appear to be equipped with Pantsir-M short-range anti-missile air defense systems, a system believed to be exclusive to Russia's modern fleet. The implication is a behind-the-scenes collaboration between Putin and Kim that extends far beyond luxurious car exchanges. And what truly sets these developments apart is how fast they're happening. Intelligence suggests that North Korea has been able to construct and commission its new destroyers in just over a year. Still, some experts urge caution. Mike Plunkett, senior naval platforms analyst, told the Wall Street Journal that he doubts North Korea's new vessels are fully mission-ready upon commissioning. Even so, their impact is undeniable, and many worry that in the years to come, a new generation of destroyers will be capable of bringing nuclear devastation right to the doorstep of America's allies.